Hey guys, it's Target. Welcome back to the Soothing Ocean. It's another Crab's Treasure. We are here at Flotsam Vale, the disgusting, sludgy company town of these folks. But it's got a nice little soundtrack. We've got what's called a legal brick, all caps. It is legally distinct from any other bricks that you might confuse it with. Now, what we're doing right now is just trying to get all the guys who have interesting eyes. Now, this is on the other side of a pretty vast expanse. We're just going to keep on going forward for a bit then. I kind of suspected that would happen, right? Boom, baby. Getting it done there. Of course, we got beat up a little bit, but we did okay for a second. An old world war. Okay, awesome. We get one more of these and we'll get another umami charge. So amazing, right? And here, the thimble is super strong. I think we'll go with it for a bit. Well, no, that's more of a defensive thing. Let's stay with this, you know. Popping him in the head, popping it off, logging it down on him. Wait, was that a tissue box? I don't trust it. Yep. I was like, it's shaking. Now, here we go. Okay, so... Okay, it gets rid of all negative status effects, so this is a flimsy little box without, you know, too much defense, but its forger must have been a cheapskate or a fool. Well, you know, I bet it's pretty good for this, though. We're going to carry it for a while, because if it gets rid of gunk, this will let us, you know, cure that if we accidentally run into it for too long. Are we expecting some crabs here? We are. Show yourselves, you fools. Oh. This guy's like the boss. I think weaker though, right? Shark Tooth Plus. Shark Tooth's up to 40 of these per week. So they really aren't that special. 40% charged attack damage? We have to have 45 attack for that. We're nowhere close to 45 attack. I mean, 31 is relatively incredibly far from it. But hey, we get it. And then a little sand dollar thing. You know, we get plenty of stuff from that fight. You know, the chum with the final strike does really great. You know, maybe... Yeah, let's go get this, though, because this gives us the damage that we need to... Yeah, to pop off. There you go. Because the spring is like this, except the spring is heavier, right? Yeah, it's a medium weight. They're almost the same strength. So the brick is, well, do they have, yeah, the same defense even. So yeah, the brick is just not entirely better because it's slightly less strong in defense, but you know, there's a good little guy, and then we're gonna... And we knocked this block off, and then with the follow-ups, boom, boom, boom. Pop-off does help you to get the pop-off, right? We're getting a lot done here. Getting plenty of work in. But, you know, we fell down a little bit. We'll go right back up. There's some other stuff to do down there, obviously, but... why not finish where we're at? Oh, there's somebody to talk to here. Oh, this is one of the scared little workers. Shiny. Ah, look, we've got something we recognize. Wand. Alright, so that's where the puzzle piece must be. And now we can just see that from very, very far away. No, I think it's over there, right? We'll figure it out. Maybe that's just something else to get to. Because, yeah, this path leads around the way to over there. But maybe if we go left through there, we can get up there. It's got to be worth doing. Or we wouldn't be able to see it. Oh, speaking of worth doing, there is, you know, we're just going to go ahead and get to this waypoint real quick. If we don't go inside, we won't reset the enemies. And then we'll continue exploring. Which I think is an excellent little thing, right? You know, you don't always want to save and reset your enemies, but getting the save point without that is very good. And anyway, now we'll go back to what we were doing before, as it was worthwhile. We'll go see about that in a second, because we were dealing with this other thing, right? This is probably a Decepticon again. Nope. Huh. See, that's how they get you. You start mistrusting any old tissue box you come across. Very sad. Seen it 1,000 times. I really like this song here. I love me some lo-fi hip-hop beats to study, game, and relax to, right? So, right up my alleyway. a new shell gives us a new free usage of the thing, and there's something on top of it here. Does that mean we can climb on top of it? Somehow? Well, is this how we got up here? Haha, got him. Okay, so you can just work the stagger on these fellows. We'll go down there and deal with them later. So I like the idea of, yeah, we'll just go to this side and try to pursue. You know, greatness this way. We've got a ton of trash slash stuff. Whoa, no, oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, so the X. Got it. Don't, Oh, the chum can kill them, though? Oh, that's cool. If we just... Yeah, there you go. You don't have to render yourself impossible. And here, this guy is being a little menace, but yeah, our chum, our special little guy, is gonna deal with him. He's the best thing in the game. Look at that. And he gets him, and we get the crystals. Beautiful. Now there's this whole angle to go on, but we're going to continue trying to go this direction on this run, right? Oh, this actually... I thought we were going to go like the super long way around. Alright, actually, maybe. Alright, so we don't get as polluted with that, which could be something. Okay, this is the shortcut once we get up there. Okay. My suspicion was correct. I was like, I thought we were going to have to run a long way. Hair claw, bunch of plastic there. We must have thousands and thousands worth. We're gonna probably just try to upgrade our charm slot. So, hey, Chase, how's it going, my friend? So, sorry, I didn't see what you said. Oh, it's just been a couple of minutes. That's not so bad. You know, sometimes I get into it and I don't look over. Need's a strong word. I've been thinking of getting like a third monitor that's above my regular one, where like the text is a lot bigger and it's like nothing but the chat. That'd be fancy. Since the monitor is incredibly affordable, all I would have to do is like actually set it up. This guy hits us with a yee-haw, but we hit him with the 1-2-10. You know, with how much money we're getting here, the money problems of before will be forgotten now. The legends say these guys can grant any wish. They're wrong, though. I really like this song. Mister, there's a pearl inside if you're lucky. Oh, 20% item discovery. That actually seems like something worth carrying most of the time. Yeah, because I'm just wearing a regular sea star, right? Which takes up 2 slots. Alright, I'm thinking we do need to go this way. Yeah, and this will go to a tunnel or something that'll lead up there. Oh, rubber ducky there. Oh, it's a an air vent. Very nice. Beautiful. It gave us the indicator even though they're down there. I'm like, I don't know who's there, but I'm blocking you. Aha! And then we get... Or maybe the puzzle piece is here, for all I know. Yeah. Apply to the working crab. Pulls at one's heartstrings, doesn't it? All this labor to extract trash from the seabed and process it into usable supplies. Like the gorgeous polyethylene dress you see on my gorgeous bod. Almost make you question whether or not it's all worth it. Almost. I like her. It's like a ramen and an egg hat, yeah. Firth's like, dang, this place is pretty messed up. Yeah, you think? Roland owns this place, right? I don't know what you expected. That guy's a jerk. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Don't go off insulting someone just because you're jealous of their business skills. How many company towns have you constructed, huh? Hey, whose side are you on? I thought you were trying to beat Roland to the treasure. Right. Roland might be a visionary, but he's standing between me and my loot. Gotta keep that in mind. Thanks for keeping me grounded, pal. What a jerk. Everyone keeps talking about Roland's business. What does he actually do? You mean Shellfish Corp? They're the only the biggest scavenging operation of the whole ocean, pal. They drive all sorts of garbage from the ocean bring it to the city, and then resell it at a somewhat affordable price. Genius, really. So Roland does all that himself? Wow, you really don't know anything about business. Proper CEO doesn't get his own claws dirty, you know? He's got people for that. He's got a lot of employees and independent contractors working for him, paid by the hour. Well, those people just sell the trash themselves, then. Look, you're asking a lot of questions, pal. Just trust that Roland's been changing the tides for the better in a big way. Do most people's clothes come from here? Only those with style, darling. Shellfish brand clothing makes items for discerning eyes. It's not everyone knows true fashion when they see it. Those on the lower crust seem awfully unwilling to invest in their looks. Yeah, I'm sure they do. But wait, how do we go forward from here? This can't be it. Oh, this is how we get into the other side. Ah, I understand now. Oh, we're out of the... Oh no, we're out of the water. Well, that's scary. We haven't been out of the water in ages. Oh, we got a little cardboard box. They'll never see us here. And it gives us squid ink. You almost forgot you could be in dry land in this game. It's where you start out. Haven't been in it in a long time. But it makes sense that the old mailbox would be out of it, right? Pop off here. go. No, we're out of hair claws. Well, in that case, what do you have? Spark plug? No, just a screw with. Some washers on a bolt, rather. Well, you know, at least that happened. I'm in a super bad way here. Right, I gotta... I can't swim. You don't float, it's swimming. I'm like, isn't there something where I won't get hurt if I fall down? Yeah, here we go. There we go. The very important item, right? I don't remember where we found it, but now we can... I was like, I just remembered I have something where I can actually properly explore this without getting nervous all the time. Oh, it's right here. There you go. We're gonna leave it on, because if we get pushed off, you know, that would be... I really want to get out of this alive. I feel like we're gonna get jumped as soon as we get up here. That can's probably a dude. We'll leave it alone. Alright, so this dude, we just need to not get hit, right? Should be easy enough. Eesh. Plus hammer damage, sure. We're just rolling for it now. You know, now we've got a... We're just trying to return to Crab. If we can get to there, we can drop the shortcut. But look at what we have to do to get there, right? Yes, yes, yes! Score! Woo! That shortcut is gonna save so much time. I don't even know where it goes to. It doesn't matter. Right? Probably like right there when we get into this room, yeah. Because this is... We're pretty far from the last place we got a shortcut at. But maybe if we run this way... We'll find another one. We don't want to mess with those dudes. You know, we'll be back there later. The Ceviche sisters? Ah, well, it's a boss fight here, and we have no HP. However, we should be fine. And by that, I mean we're gonna die, but I think because it's a boss, we should get the, yeah, the moon jelly. There you go. Perfection. Ceviche sisters. Let's show them who's boss. We made it right to where we needed to, right? Beautiful. Trying to parry those if we can. But I think actually... They might have 2 health bars. Because I think actually Chum is doing huge damage to him. Alright, there's one of them, and here's other one of them. Oh, well that was pretty easy, right? I think it's because we took, like, all of our points into resistance, though. But, you know... Because these guys... it's really just about blocking in this fight, right? But also, you know... What a good fight, you know? We got it done. Super... The pistol shrimps. Oh, we'll get a bubble shot. That's fun. You know, I love it actually. So we can use this whenever we're fighting against people that are, you know, when we're using a shell that's like to be defensive or whatever, and then we can just reach out and Daka with this. And we have been getting so many resources, right? We've got a whole zound of money that we're going to be able to make when we go to town next. Which is very exciting. Was there a new shell here to have? Nope. And there we go. There's that shortcut, which is good, because we are going to need to go back in there to fight some of the purple-eyed guys and stuff. But for all we know, there might be another boss fight up here, right? We get another crab. And we turn on the lights for the crane, which moves that over there, which will let us get whatever treasure that is when we return. And here, boom, 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 boom. Oh, and the map piece is right here. Who put it here? Like, this is a highly specific place for it to be. Yeah, I guess I should go back to New Carcini and have Conch decipher it. But now that I think about it, aren't I just giving away my information? Whatever, it's not like I'm gonna know where to go next with his help. Been the fastest map pieces so far. I can be the first one of the treasure too. I'm sure of it. Alright, so we get map piece number 2. Excellent. Most excellent indeed. Well then, in that case, we're going to... I'm like, oh no, because we fall into here from a different place than we get out of here. Yeah, we'll have to go the long way around. We'll just hold that thought then and come back at a later date. And then on this front, try to... How do we get over there? I mean, probably from that way, right? But... we can do it. Yeah. There we go, some nice monies there. We've already been to that side of things, so we just need to get over there, which we'll just... Like, not like that. Ah, this is what we're supposed to do. Oh, because now this crane's on. Got it. Like, I bet we could totally make that. There's a little bit of verticality there, and then boom, baby. This game's very satisfying to explore in, because the crystals are visible from far away. They're very visually distinct, and you want more of them because it's not just a collectible. You know, you get to choose what you get with your collectible. The best kind of collecting. That's the way we've already come in, so this is just an alternate way in that gets us this item here. And these dudes we haven't fought. Oh, it's a boss. We got gunked. Well, you know, we'll be back to fight these guys soon. I stood in the gunk again. Anyway, so we're gonna need a strategy or a tactic in any case to deal with. Yeah, look at him there. Yeah, he's a boss, all right. Well, let's get our reward first, shall we? A blood them. Beautiful. Oh, the two guys are gone now? The spring makes a springy sound. Oh, it's a paint roller. Yeesh. Yeah, but that's right. We can use this to interrupt like all of his attacks, the umami. So this is going to be perfect for it. We just let him swing right into it, and yeah, beautiful. And then we hit him with the wave breaker there for the big damage. We got gunked. We just need to... Yeah, we got him. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great. Sludge Steamroller. So there, it's all about getting the identity of the fight down, which is if you get the tin can electrified, you just let him hit you. He gets shocked, you bash him. Awesome. Great. All right, so taking damage makes us regenerate a little. Well, you know, that's fun, but I can't imagine it's a great idea. If only the soda cans were more tough, because they have the umami that I like more than almost anything. Although the disco ball is pretty good too. But all right, yeah, we get that done. Awesome. And 40,000s of microplastics. No, it's just the other day where I thought 10 was a lot. But, you know, we went on quite a successful adventure here. And it does sort of go to show how satisfying the game is to learn, because you can still die in a couple of hits, right? So just because your stuff gets better doesn't mean that you can just get away with it all. But yeah, alright, so we turned on the power there, and now we can continue on that way. We did, I think, most of what we could see over here. We know there's a little bit of purple back in there, but we can get back to that, you know, some other day. That's fine. And by some other day, I mean maybe later on in this one, but you know. I want to get to the moon snail. I want to get some new moves. I want to go back to town and unlock some things, level up, mayhaps, you know, get it done. All right, and we needed to talk to this guy. Father leaving. Behold the slurry. Somewhere beyond it lies our lost holy land. Perhaps one day I'll venture there myself. But best not to dwell on such things. Like, there were a couple of bosses where it took me, like, it must have been a few dozen attempts, and then I just rolled over these. But, you know, it's thanks to our chum, right? Thanks to our little buddy. And, I mean, probably thanks to succeeding on those earlier ones, because that let us level up enough to get success. You know, it's all about the overall story of how you get there, right? And we're just gonna teleport to the moon snails domain. They're gonna have plenty for us. In Flotsam Vale, there's still 200 more crystals to get there, so we didn't explore very much of this place at all, right? As far as the crystals are concerned. You know, in the Grove, we got a lot. Stands between barely any. But while we could go get the next puzzle piece, I'm just going to continue on in the zone that we're in there. That's what I did the other time, and that was fine, and that's what I'm going to do this time. I'm just going to try to remember. I'm like, is there something here for me to punch? It'd be pretty annoying if there was a cube thing for me to punch. I never tried. No. Alright, so we're going to learn skills, which means Kintsugi. Once per rest, your shell regenerates immediately upon breaking. We've been targeting that for a while, and now we finally got enough points for it. So, you know, if we ever get a really good shell that we like, bam, they break it, comes right back. All things enter this world at Spiral's edge. It must one day reach its center. Turning to nothingness and allowing others to be born. To know this is painful. Perhaps it is the ultimate tragedy. Even so, the spiral is a core truth of this world that it must absolutely never be undone. Thus we send ourselves plummeting to its center all at once. Alright, we have 42 more. This gives us, like, just a straight good dodge. Okay, so if we go this way, we'll become more graceful. I like that. From an undersea creature, the preferable outcome is to flee in peace, especially with said creature. It's tiny and small. Yeah, we don't have it yet, but we'll, yeah, so it'll come back. Oh, and with the little gold inlay thing to show the beauty of it, yeah. Huzzah! We'll get a Kintsugi Coke can. Scuttle right up, get your garbage. We're gonna sell all this stuff, except not the pearl, obviously. And we get up to 75k, a lot of K, and we've already bought all the stuff that you can get at the old prawn shop. Dismiss some stowaways, like... Because the other crab, I'm like, maybe we could hold on to this. Because, like, these things, they do disappear. But, like, if we had, like, several of them, right, we could be in a fight if we get to, like, the final battle. These are, be like, the elixirs, right? And we can get an extra life out of it. And then we don't want to sell stuff just because, you know, it's whatever. We want to do it because we already have a better one, right? So we'll sell the rusty nails because we got a rusty nail plus. And the sea stars because we got a sea star plus. Getting a good chunk out. Obviously we don't need duplicates of any of these things. And here we finally get this. We're gonna get the another crab's sticker. And then we'll have that on like most of the time, right? Once we get the space for it. And that will it's supposed to be super messed up there. See anything scary? Yes. Alright. And then we'll spend all that money to be able to get this on. The barnacle gives us higher defense, which is fine, but you know, we could swap it for whatever. You know, depending on... Well, I mean, really, it would be swapping the microplastics reward thing most of the time, I imagine. You know, the shark's tooth would be pretty sweet, but I can't even wear it. The sea slug, maybe we'll try to level up attack a bit to get there, but I mean that's a lot of 4 attack to be able to get to it, so best case there would be to find more stainless relics and be able to upgrade the weapon. That's probably the quickest way to get to the thing. And we don't have enough stainless relics, of course we don't. We only have 1. But we, you know, we get our stowaway cap up and we level up some, you know, so we stay the same strength, but we get plenty done there. And let's get back to the old Vale of Flotsam here, right? Right. The mournful tones. Miss me. Like, I'm remembering now, I'm like, oh yeah, the running stab charge attack wasn't always a part of it either. I'm like, I had such a tough time at the beginning, I didn't have all the abilities, right? The game's a lot harder before they let you decide what you're gonna be. And I think it's like 10% more money you make, so it probably takes a chunk of time for it to pay off, but hey, you know, I wanted to see how much it was. Maybe it's 20% more. Still on a long enough timeline, it definitely will pay off. And the way things are now, you know, we might actually Might actually see that dividend pay. Yeah, because those guys are normally 650, right? So maybe it's 15% more. Okay, so we just need to power up the other side. Ah, that's very clearly what we have to do. We have to power up the other side. This one's got a tennis ball. Either that or we need to stick a tennis ball in that one. It's sort of hard to say which. Well, perhaps there's some other boss here somewhere that we didn't note earlier. But we can just, you know... Yeah, hard to say. Get a nice hair claw there. Alright, so I guess now we'll, this is a good opportunity to run back. I'm like, I thought that was gonna be a shortcut up somewhere, so and I guess that's totally a way to do it. Okay. You can't scare me. You already scared me 18 times today. I have never used that skill properly, and in fact, I don't know how to. Don't rightly remember how to make my way to this area. No. Is my I think my controller got stuck there. I'm like, I was not holding that button down. Okay. And then once in here, yeah, this shortcut, which we got like everything on this side. It is the other side that we need, right? Yes. Because there's rather a lot of stuff over in that direction we didn't do at all. But let us do it now. Yes, let us just... block off there. Oh, right, we've got our little, our little kintsugi thing. Oh, you know, it's beautiful. What a beautiful little gold lace shell it is. And then we leave it behind. No, we can't leave it behind. Does it say anything cool for it? Nope. Nothing to mark it except its beauty. Merely its perfection. An anemone, an anemone, an anemone. If an anemone is your enemy, then it is an anemone. Yeah, that's just a fact about anemones. As anyone can see. There's, of course, a very easy to remember song about anemones. It goes, you know, like it's in the film Toy Story, right? You've got an anemone. You've got an enemy. But then it can also be like, you've got an enemy, which is different than having an anemone. These are just some of the words that you have to say all the time if you're playing this game. Oh no, we fell down again. Truly, I'm my own worst enemy. Now I can't say it anymore. You know, maybe we didn't run past that many googly-eyed dudes. Ha! Get wrecked. Yeah, there we go. So I saw that they had a little bit of recoil, and I thought, well, if we provide them a little bit of bait, will they take it? The answer is yes. They rather hilariously elected to take the bait. They both shot and they both fell down. Feels good. No. Alright, how many times are we going to fail this jump before I figure out that it's either not on this side or how to do it right? Because I think this one's specifically supposed to fool you, because it's like, oh, you're going to think that you're not on dry land and you're just going to miss it. Or are we supposed to, like, hit a roll, right? You know, you... Yes! And we get a sand dollar. Totally worth it. Totally worth running around one more time. Ah, well, we did make the right move there, so it's actually a nice run back. I was like, they make me do the whole thing, but it occurred to me that we would be able to swim once we hit the water. And this is the dude that we ran around. I'm like, what's that? Oh, it's a banana peel. It's like, that's candy bar wrapper. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, and this was the thing that we avoided on the way in. Alright, good deal. We came back and took care of the foe. And this was the boss arena. Wait, how is there a pocket of not water inside there? I'm not gonna think too much about it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. Why am I acting like you can't have a pocket of air inside of an underwater cave? Obviously you can. He's such a happy little dude, kicking his little legs. All the sludge of the world behind him. Alright, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see where the map takes us now, right? Because that's most of the stuff here. I mean, we could do like another run through of the early parts, but I feel like we did a lot of the things along the way. And of course, rather pleasantly, a lot of the times when it seemed like we were exploring, we were actually just going where we were supposed to go. And that's like a joyous exploration, right? That feels real good. If we get to 35, we can do the charge attack thing, but I feel like, you know, why not? Well, there's a reason why not, because the resistance was very nice, actually. No, we'll go for attack. Yeah. I'm like, will I get the Kitsugi charge there? Hard to say. Hopefully. Alright. I caught my child. You smell absolutely terrible. Like you've been wading neck deep in natural detritus. Tell me about it, old man. Flotsam Vale is completely swamped in gunk. Hope I grab the rat thing, because I never want to go back there again. I see. Things are that bad already. All the more reason to keep up our search, I say. Let's have that mouthpiece. Hopefully, I can decipher it quick as a cockapoo. Can you find me, birdie? Oh dear. Oh. Do I have to fight the guy? Because from what I understand of this treasure map, now that I saw the mailbox part of it, I'm like, oh, I think we have to fight the big crab dude now. You may have heard stories, or forbid, even seen with your own eyes. But saying absolutely monstrous crab dwells in the sands between. Oh, with a truly prodigious appetite. A beast that never stops consuming. According to the map, your path leads you directly to that monster. It would be logical to assume it has devoured the next map piece, I say. Whatever, I've fought tough crabs before. I'm not scared at this point. Should I be? Be as scared as you wish, child. As stated, this is all hearsay. Guard your shell and keep your wits about you. It never hurts to be prepared for the worst, I say. Alright, well... You really gotta fight that monster in the sands between. I'm super strong and I can't even lay a scratch on that thing. I had to run for my life. Sure, you got a bright idea, pal. Ain't no way we can kill that beastie. What's the old timer thinking? Although now you mention it, I recall a rumor of that thing having some kind of weakness. If only I could remember. Remember where I'm going? The final piece has been devoured by a great beast that lives in the sands between, I say. Prepare yourself, child. I doubt it will go down easily. Alright, so I have no idea how this works. The insurance for the tissue box is incredibly expensive. Maybe they only, like, really exist in that space or something. The disco ball is too. You know, the tennis ball, I'm like, let's just buy it on something to see how it works, right? So we've purchased insurance, however that works. And then when we see how insurance works, does it, like, charge us that much money every time we die? We'll have to figure it out. Or does it just give us that shell every time we die for the low, low price of $750? If so, then insurance is pretty cool, and I will get that $10K for my beautiful, glorious, perfect disco ball. Bum, ba, da, da. Alright, who's it trying to lead me to talk to over here? Alright, buying some cheap shell didn't matter. I guess it just marks them there, you know. Marking them with like a merchant thing and not a quest thing would be more logical, in my opinion. I really like this theme song here, it's good stuff. Oh, we just bought the insurance there. No, we don't want insurance on that. Gun. Pull out the gat. Like, as fun as fighting the crab immediately is, like, I'm like, wasn't there something we could do here? Because this is where we entered the company town, but we can just, you know... Oh, we're wearing it. Oh no! I'm such a silly little guy. You know, maybe it'll work. They won't notice me. We're just a simple little pasto. A little pasto, not even a pasta. Haha, you fools! Secretly, I was a fireball! Clean. Alright, and that is some kind of shortcut. Over here that we didn't get to, which is fine. Yeah, because we didn't really go this way at all. We went that way and ended up being the right way, which stopped us from getting this very accessible boxing glove. Oh, yeah. And it's got squash. So it weighs a lot, obviously. Doesn't have that much defense, but can take quite a punch without yielding. Oh, stop it, game. And then it has quite a strong umami attack, but... Bum, 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 bum. Oh no, because we jumped across that way is how I went the first time, so this way will be the way we haven't gone yet. There could be anything here, right? Mini-boss, any old thing. Miss me, buddy. And that guy just got a little too happy about it. Or was this the way we went in the first place? Maybe... Oh wait, no, yeah, this is this room. Okay, maybe we... There were so many crystals we didn't get here, and yet I feel like we've gone a lot of the places. Hey, Ellie! Look, we're a little boxing glove. Ellipsis. Yeah, you want a dumb pun? There you go. What do you call it when Ellie trails off in a sentence? An ellipsis. Yes. And that's the sort of thing I would never say for fun, only to call attention to the fact that I thought about it and realized it was a groaner. This is why I'll never have a comedy show, right? Because I can't help figuring out that the joke isn't funny and then telling it anyway. What did you miss? Oh, bunches. Unfortunately, bunches, but I'm sad that YouTube didn't say, oi! I have no idea. I mean, I guess I've done it plenty of times. I'll be watching like a turn stream. All right, we gotta be more. Wow, we're gonna get. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. But, so, a couple of boss fights that we just crushed. We explored around, and there were the Ceviche sisters. They were a couple of pistol-shooting shrimp. We lost it once, maybe twice. Lots of blocks. They were pretty weak. I mean, we just blocked, and they didn't have a lot of hit points, is what I mean to say. There were two of them, but we just, you tried to just keep blocking. And this guy with the cleaver was some sludge dude. Honestly, forgot his name. We fought him only a couple of times. The key there was we had 10 cans all around. They electrify when you block, even when you don't parry. So you just electrify him, sit still, let him hit you, and then he gets a little shocked, and then you beat him down on one side. And if I'd that, he only lasted a couple rounds. And then we made it to the... Made it to the treasure piece in the old mailbox, which, shows up on the back of the carton. Like, is there stuff over there we didn't get to? Well, maybe. At least shortcut there. And yeah, we beat the sludge guys. So the treasure map, well, bad news about the treasure map. In the center of the treasure map, is a little sandy place drawn with with an interesting picture of a giant hungry crab. So we're gonna have to beat that devourer guy, I guess. Also, a couple of things ago, you may have missed this, but there was a crab rave in the game, and we broke... No, you were here, I think, because we got the disco ball. But, yeah, we ruined the crab rave. We broke the crab rave. Boom! I was like, there has to be some way to turn the other light switch on. Gotta go crave. Indeed, and the music was playing, we were all dancing, but there was a guy, and he was like, make the music stop, it's all I can hear. So we destroyed the crab rave. And then he's like, no, now I can hear my thoughts. No, turn the music back on. No! But it was too late. For the music could not be turned back on. For message you, heart eyes emoji, with no context, I got very excited. Alas, Sometimes it doesn't mean that their heart is looking out. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, we were responsible for the day's music died, indeed. And we tried to turn it back on. We went back over, but, it was too late. The crabs were mortal now. Had sung their last song. Alright, can we get to that side of it from over there, then? Yeah, because there's a light switch there. Alright. I don't think there's really a way for us to get here from there, not without that. So what we need to do is... telly into the middle. I think that'll be quicker. Seen the animated penguin movie? Heavy feet? Yes, I have. You know, I've read a couple of papers that say the disco is deeply symbolic, and that's the reason why they killed it. It represented, what we can call undesirable cultural threads being woven into the tapestry, as it were. I don't think that's how the paper put it. It's been a long time. You can always rely on a murderer for a fancy prose style. I kid. I just like that book. Hard to explain to people, though. Alright, we wanted to go to the upper swamp. And here in the upper swamp, we make our way to the crane because we want to get to the lower side over there. Yes, yeehaw! Yaw! That dude out in the sludge is being super annoying, so we're just gonna ignore him. This guy is a Decepticon, right? There's gonna be a bunch of dudes here. No. Untrue, there is not. And then we follow over this way and it'll lead us there? Yeah. Hey, more crystals. You're joking. Oh, that's so annoying. I just spent 7,500 on this item. Fine, whatever. That's what I get. Oh, it's so annoying. I think our dude's beating up on that guy from underneath. What we want to do now, because we could just do... He's got, like, great big strong lungs, right? Says why you're so afraid to spend money in games. Do I feel like if you're like, exactly. Like, you want to know, but without actually looking it up to ruin it, you know. You want to be like, well, if it's going to be an ice sword and we're going to a fire dungeon, good, but are they going to give me 2 ice brands in the second room of the dungeon? Because if they are, why am I spending 10 grand on an ice brand? The sea cucumber is Nobody knows why it's described that way, but that's what it says. The sea cucumber is... I wonder how many slots it takes, because it was a +3 to all stats, which is pretty... Oh, 5, yeah. You know, it's a pretty good item, I would say. +3 to all stats is desirable. But we likely won't wear it. Unless it, like, pushed us over the line for some other thing we wanted to wear. Just because it's a lot of points. And here, we're just going to zoom on over here. And now we have found the second light switch. Oh wait, no, this may not have even turned on the power. It might have just turned on the power to that. So that one was already on. I don't... We'll see. Maybe there's something on that that lets you, like, climb on the side from that area and climb over here. Maybe there will be a boss over on this side. Miss me. Float like a butterfly, sting like a crab. Bum, bum, bum. It's like, is that a light source over there or some gold item from very far away? Sometimes in a game, you know, you'll see an item from afar and it'll be like, wait, that magnetic glimmer of light, I must have it. This may have just been an alternate route around. No, 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 no. Oh, he got me. Yeah, normally we don't fight in such an enclosed area with them. We're gonna go just destroy him, right? Yeah. Drop a bomb on him, and then we're just gonna shoot him here. Daka daka. We also got a little pistol thing, which we're trying to upgrade the rest of this path, and then we'll probably go see about talking to the shrimp about, because this path will be able to get, it'll be like a quick dodge backwards instead of dodging forwards when we like non-directionally dodge. And I think it does like max speed is what it says, so you don't get encumbered by the shell. But you know, hey, we got some done here. No, we want to go to that center platform. That's what we haven't done yet. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. No, let me... No, 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 ho, ho, they gunked me. All because it won't... Why won't it let me... Oh, that's so annoying. Well, nice items, nice money. Sure, it would have been nicer to get that money and item before we spent our money on the item. It's fine, I'm over it. Totally over it. You know, swinging the fork's fun, but have you ever tried shooting fireballs and hitting them with a punching bag? Like a punching bag? You know, there's still an absolute sound of places here we haven't gone. This is where the map piece was, up here in this. This old mailbox and this old trash heap. And the crabs all just trying to make the best of it. Sure doesn't look like the other side's on. Nope. But I guess, well, guess that's all we can see to do here for the now, so it's just time to go and take on the super big guy, lose a few times, and then go take a nap. Or win incredibly quickly, although I'm leaning more towards probably go take a nap. No, I've been thinking about a nap ever since I had my pizza. My delicious leftover pizza. I was like, maybe later I'll take a nap. We can learn Skedaddle. After moving through the waters usually reserved for finned creatures, the sea appears to part before this little fellow as he passes through with no resistance. Yep, there you go. So now we've got an improved dodge there. And when we're trying to fight, we'll probably also, right, go and get... the sea slug for... Oh, we only have the ability to use that with certain things, I guess, because we have to have 35 attack. Yeah, because that's a lot more distance on dodges. I guess some shells you can't roll in. It's got to be a roll-shaped shell. You can't roll in a boxing glove. Makes sense, you know, gotta balance it. But yeah, because if we just get 2 more points in it, we can wear that anyway. And that would be, you know, easy enough to grind in the event that this seems a little frustrating. But yeah, we'll just go to... the Central Vista. I didn't know this was here until I was on a different sort of quest. That's pretty important because you can just go and get into a fight with the Devourer any old time now, right? The only other way in is just a much slower... What? Oh, wow! They had a hole in the ground I didn't know about. That's a funny time to find out about it. Amazing, right? They just... Alright, so... there was one try. Oh, and we do need to remember that if we fight him too close to the middle, so we probably want to, like, go over here or something. Oh, does he not, he doesn't reset just because he runs away? I would have thought he would have reset, so that is something, though, right? Oh, yeah, we gotta quit. One thing we need to do is get away from that pit in the sand. It doesn't look like it's stopping him, right? Oh no, he got me. Oh no, he got me. Alright, so we need to quit getting got. Because I guess you could, like, let them go down and build your umami charges, right? There's plenty of places to scavenge, you know, for power or the like along the road. Alright, that's a longer combo than I thought. No, he got me. Don't get hit, right? Just don't get hit. Ow. You know, we gotta lean into that skedaddle, because that's, like, really good, right? We'll just... Alright, we will not gracefully dodge away. We should have gracefully dodged twice. Am I alive? No. Oh. Okay. Took a little while to decide, didn't it? I was like, am I just frozen here in space and time? Oh, we just tried to parry the grab. Smart. Oh, he got me. No, he got me. I'm still alive, oh no! I thought I was dead. And yes, we're focused on the other guy. Good. There we go. Alright, there we need to be blocking that one. Alright, it's really making us wait to be told we're dead, huh? That's what's hot on the streets right now. Gotta be curious. Pagurus the Ravenous, who has destroyed us. Most cruelest. But we should not let him intimidate us. No, not Pagurus. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, he got the crystal. He cut up the crystal. He ate the crystal. Is that gonna hurt him? No, but that's fun though. You know, we did get a crystal out of it. Oh man, I got again. They're so clever, but you know, maybe if we... Come on. Come on. Then we can get a charge here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I think we got him. I think we got him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Daka Daka. Yes. I'm so good at this game. Oh, my heart rate, though. I'm sure I am in good health. Woo. That went better than I thought. You know, it's all about... Whew. Whew. All right. How will I ever get to sleep ever again? Engaging stuff. I might not have talked there for a while. Sorry, guys. I was focusing. I was focusing. All right, heck of a fight. You know, I think it was because of the sea slug. I honestly do. I think a lot of those dodges wouldn't have worked if we didn't have that additional dodge on there. And the skedaddle thing for the backward dodge. I think, like, our tech just came together to work there. I feel so pumped up now. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Who needs exercise, right? Just play a video game. I should watch a content. See where this mechs and map piece leads. A Bebop cup. This is a classic one. It makes you the Juggernaut. Alright, so now we can travel all around the sands between looking for stuff because I'm pretty sure that he's the head honcho, right? There might be some other mini-boss around somewhere, but I am reasonably sure that now we can just, like, run around and find a whole bunch of stuff here. So let's do that. Let's just, yeah, let's run to this little cul-de-sac thing first. The most likely place to find some big enemy. Oh, that wasn't even active right now. You know, I don't actually... Now, on reflection, I don't think that was active the whole time because it wasn't working with the stats we had. So, actually, just doing that with 2 stowaways. Good deal. Should have taken the additional money. I was like, wait, is that one coming at me? It's coming right for us! Feels a little strange just being able to run around here. And I guess you could have just, like, earlier I could have just, like, tried to run around him constantly, but I figured, hey, here's the thing to punch. And then Pet Plus, which gives us +4 resistance. Nice. Oh, a mason jar. I don't even think we've ever... This is totally not a mason jar. I mean, you could call it that. It might be a mason brand jar, but this is too small to be... This is not the right morph, right? Silly little mason jar. But we won! Hooray! We actually did really well on all the boss fights. Maybe... Alright, you know, if we knew how to turn things on, we could turn this on. We don't, though. Time is just, yeah, fair enough. Probably do make some baby food in them. Yeah, small bits of jam, you know, or jalapeno relish. That sounds like a thing that exists. I'm like, it's out of place now. That's where we've already been. Let's run this way. And we'll remember that if we ever figure out how to turn on one of those, that's where it'll be. Is there gonna be an enemy here? What's up, guys? And we get a blood star limb from that guy, and no! We'll live through this though. It'll just hurt a lot. And that guy gets us a sand dollar. Oh, and we... Does it really take 3? We used too many of our charges. Normally at a place like this, there's like some place where you can restore them in case you mess it up, because we don't have enough to punch that thing. That's okay. I'll just roll out of here. Crucially, those crystals do restore our charges, and now we will roll this way again. It's faster than running. Don't ask me how I know or if that's true. It just feels like it's got to be faster than running, right? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Falcon Punch! Sinker Plus, so attacks deal 35% balance damage, so that actually could be pretty good, you know, as a thing too. More balance damage makes more stagger, more opportunities for big payoffs. I'm like, is there anything up around here? Way up. Hidden entrance? No, I don't think so. It's sort of a super fascinating zone, right? Because once you deal with the great danger, you can go quite calmly around. I mean, sure, there's like some dudes, but they're nothing compared to the big guy at the base. Alright, there's some way to get up that way, so we'll see about pursuing it. Because there was a shortcut that led there. And there was a moon snail shortcut thing at the top too. But you know, you just sort of get to run around and have a good old time, you know. Who cares about what the danger in the world is? We got that map piece so quick too. I was honestly, so what I was gonna do once I saw him on the thing there, because you know, ever since we saw the crab, I was like, we're gonna have to fight him at some point, right? I was thinking, like I said, we would just fight him a few times and then go to bed, wake up from our nap, and then eventually play it again. But you know, we got him down, which is pretty nice. And bum 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 bum. But crucially, right on time to be giving up hope. We found our way here, and maybe this person will tell us how to turn those things on. They look knowledgeable. Because we had only gotten a very small number of the crystals here in the sands between. Yeah, there's 300 more to get. Just like we had only got, there's still 200 more to get in Flotsam Vale. Like, there's apparently some places there that we have just not touched, some directions we didn't go, or maybe later game stuff, right? Like maybe later on there's another side of Flotsam Vale that we go to. Maybe on there's a later side of this, or maybe there's just a lot of stuff to get, because of course we only have been looking in this upper quadrant, and there's still all of the rest of the center and everything, because we didn't really, I mean, we went over around some of these places, but we didn't really, you know, try to get all the items, try to punch all the things. It was mainly just trying to get out. And now we're up here on this side. No, that's where previously existing shell is. That's curious. Let's talk to this person. Figure it out. Don't often see crabs venturing into the highlands like this, hatchling. Keep your eyes on us. Eye stalks on a swivel. This ain't no place for a crab that's still got their sanity. Unless you're as bad as me, obviously. I was just like, look, y'all want to fight? I just Indiana Jones'd them. Yeah, maybe this is a later game thing, right? Where we'll learn how to create electricity and then we'll turn this thing on. Because there certainly should be something going on over there. I mean, we see these all sorts of places. It makes sense that we'll get some ability later. You know, like how we saw the hooks earlier, but we didn't have the ability to grapple. Pretty effective there. You know, the rollout popped his top, and that's all you needed. And Chum got like a critical hit or something? I don't know, but totally wrecked him there. Absolute destruction from our little guy. Maybe his attack is based on my attack or something, but we just barely have any attack, right? It's not like we just spent a couple on it. But one more Bloodstar limb, and we will get a vitality boost. Oh no! What? Ah! Alright, so we got a Heart Kelp Sprout, so that's good. He ate my whole shell! Alright, so there's an X on the ground here, and what we do is... No, I didn't want... I was trying to back away from it. Alright, so he ate that shell too, but now he's gone. Is there another shell for me here? Does the worm have family? Not around, I don't... I think they're always marked by X's, right? Oh, there was gum on the ground, and then he hit it. Either that, or this is a guy with the gum hammer, so if he ever hits me, it'll get us stuck to it, but... No! That's exactly what happened! Daka! No! Run! Daka! Don't think that's gonna touch me or Michelle ever again. Indeed, like, who knows how long it's been under the sea, under the sea. I should have known. My little buddy was fighting something. I'm like, oh, what? But no, there's like an X on the ground if I notice it. Oh man. Need to get out of here. Need to get out of here. Little X hidden by seaweed, yes, most likely. Daka! I'm an American crab! I'm an American crab! Never should have come here. Like, I see y'all in there. You ain't slick. Or, oh, decreases shell weight, but gives us negative defense. Yeah. Yes, let's just go up to the roof where all the huge fish are. Bang says, it's still waiting for us, our hermit home. Closer than one might think, beneath our very feet. This is the guy with a little bindle made out of a sucker. Wonder how many crystals I get for this. Like 20 more? 3? Hard to say. But on that side we see... where we're trying to go. So they both will be... yeah, so, you know, we've already got the save point at the entrance here if it doesn't work out. But we're just going to go to bum rush it, right? Why not? Why would anybody not? It's got a hammer guy guarding it, but... actually, I totally don't know how to get up there at all, do I? Oh, that's funny stuff right there. That's amusing. And so they come in with the steel chair while I'm trying to think about whether or not it's safe to proceed and shoot me. This is a Decepticon, isn't it? But we got him in time. Give me the shell. Where is it? Wait. Where'd the shell go? I need a shell. Come on, y'all, this isn't funny. I'm just a little dude. Muscle, it's like a long clam. This game's so funny. Alright, so can we even get a shell up here? I don't think so. I think we just have to go somewhere else and get one, and then come back. Yeah, because there's a sweet coconut here. Okay, so we can upgrade the bullet for a larger bullet that can capsize. That would be good, because that would just be an on-click to pop them. But this, to protect them from being interrupted while charging, would make it where we could just use that for, like, invulnerable frames, right? And at level 3, we can stick and move and dash in. I guess, you know, we got lots of crystals in that little running time, at least. It says, if you find yourself dying a lot, it could be because you're not very good at the game yet. Thank you, loading screen. Oh, it's 60 for this one, of course. Alright, and that gets us to be able to put the dodge thing on in the event that we want to, which we probably will want to. The MSG gets free levels through, you know, leveling up, which is nice enough. And then we will, well, we can keep pumping attack. It won't hurt anything to just spend some points on attack after all this time. Alright, now that we've got this, they'll have no choice but to fall down when we attack. Now we'll remember to the left is a little tricksy, you know, you can see it too that it's a quicksand thing. Does it not kick for them? Wait, how did he do that much damage to the coconut? Well, at least we got one more health potion, right? One more heart kelp out of all this. That'll certainly come in handy in the future. And we're like a dead certainty to, on the way through here, get enough crystals to get our cool little move, you know. This game without parries is wild. It's crazy they make you pay for parry. But I guess, I mean, you could do the whole thing without it, I imagine. Clean. You know, our little dude is so powerful. I love our special little guy. Oh no, I got stuck. No, I am fine. We're Reports of my stuckness were very, very exaggerated by me, and perhaps others. Oh, there's a net here. That's how we'll do it. I forget you, buddy. I'm just gonna go get this thing unlocked real quick. Ooh, stainless relics. So one more of these, and we'll get our next weapon upgrade, which we might well find adventuring around this place more, right? Like, while there is, you know, the story to pursue, I'm not in the least bit anxious to, like, get out of here, right? I am having a great time exploring around, seeing stuff, finding upgrades. Like, it's all very good. Wow. Oh, hey, there we go. We put some gold in the coconut and weaved it all together. I fell down. You want to come down, buddy? We hit him with the parry and the follow-up. We're just gonna go up here and pull out the gat, I think. The umami gat, not the one in the game. $750, and of course plenty of scratch there. And now we will run here. I'm like, we don't really want to bring the enemies back, I guess, as it's still fine. And we got this shell already. I mean, we're nearly done now. Now it's just a matter of dropping down there. Yeah. That mantis punch was pretty sweet. The upgraded one makes you invulnerable, and that is very excellent. Anything that gives you invulnerable frames in a game like this is crazy, right? Because if you're like, oh man, I just realized I've got almost no time and he's about to hit me with that thing that'll kill me, you pop that ability. It's not even about the damage at that point. But you know, it's also about the damage. Wow, they just came in right at me, yeah. Yeesh. Oh, pathetic little sounds. Like, oh, I was only trying to drown you. Oh, and this is above that little alcove there, which is sort of, you can see up here a bit, is there. Or it's also the reward for going through this way, right? Oh, yeah, umami charges increased. Now we've got 5 spell charges. It's so funny playing through Hollow Knight where I didn't use, like, the spells at all. And then in this game, I'm like, yeah, the spells are amazing. I don't know what it is. But I might just play through Hollow Knight again and try to be more spell-like. Because I played on the Steel Soul thing and then, you know, died, but it could be fun to play through, just try to play a different style than I played before. And also, you know, just play it again. It was a fun game. I'm clearly not good enough at it to beat it without dying, but it could be fun to revisit. One of these days. Not right now, I don't think. But crucially, we clean up, like, this whole side and get, like, a whole lot of crystals out of that, right? Because we just spent almost all we had, and then we get a whole lot of really amazing junk for exploring here. And I guess if you can get through to over here, then he probably won't follow you, right? So this would have been a very fruitful place to get to if you could have hacked it, because without, you know, all the level ups, these enemies would have been pretty tricky. But we can follow ebb and flow. The path of the hermit has given us an achievement. Skill for acrobatics cannot be used for evasion alone. In the right creature's claw, dexterity can be a tool for aggression. Alright, so here... Oh, it gives us a very strong dodge attack. So now, rather than trying to go off with the parries, right, we can dodge follow-up, which should be pretty good. Lots of fighting tools. I guess we could have gotten something else, too. Downward attack. I mean, I guess the dispatch thing could be cool, but we'll just take this for the way of the true crab. And then, because being able to parry without having a shell on will be very cool. Alright, so we're just gonna walk up with our Kintsugi here. I'm like, alright, so if we go to the Shellfish Desire for the coconut, is it cheaper if we're wearing it? I have no idea how shell insurance works. But if we want, we can put it on. You know, one of these days we'll figure out how it works. Does it give it to me and charge me that again? Or do I buy the insurance, and because it's insured, I get a new one whenever it dies, so I just pay insurance once? Because that's not how insurance works. You have the look of victory on your face, I say. Yeah, it was tough, but exciting. Let's see what comes next. I'm kind of stoked. Is this the last piece? It appears so, I say. Unless I'm mistaken, we're all about to learn the treasure's resting place. How my antennae twitch with anticipation. Huh. You'll scarcely believe this, I say. The treasure lies just off the coast of Flotsam Vale, submerged within the slurry. Incredible, we're so close, I can taste it. Oh, hey guys. Indeed, all that remains is to head out to the docks, grab a boat, and then... And then what? Roland? No, please don't let me interrupt you. Enlighten me as to your intentions. So the treasure's sunk down somewhere in the slurry, I presume. You'll trawl through it yourselves. Delusional rubbish. It's akin to finding a limpet in a landslide. Just 'cause it's unlucky doesn't mean we ain't gonna try, you blowhard. Yeah, we got every right to give it a shot. What happened to the free market? Oh, give it a shot then. Perhaps the free market will simply provide. But I've enabled this farce long enough. I'll be taking this map. And Shellfish Corp's flagship rig, the Dark Star, will begin its search immediately. Feel free to meet us there if you wish to witness history, small fry. Trash it all, there's no time to waste then, I say. Everyone to the docks at Flotsam Vale. What's that? Come on, we do Wild Wild West. Remind me where I'm going. Were you not just paying attention, child? Roland's taking the map! We've got to head to the docks at Flotsam Vale. It's our only chance to catch him. We worked hard for the map. We worked hard for that map, he says. And Roland thinks he can just up and take it. Almost wish I'd thought of that. Why'd I waste all my time running around like an idiot? You didn't do anything. I won everything. I did it all. Gotta remember smarter, not harder. You know, I'll keep that in mind for next treasure hunt. Who cares about next time? We gotta catch up with him, right? Right. We gotta get to Flotsam Vale docks. That's the best way across the slurry. See there, pal. Let's make tracks, kiddo. Roland's got the map. If we don't catch up with him, it's only a matter of time before he beats us to the treasure. We gotta get to the Flotsam Vale docks pronto. Well, I'm so glad they're concerned. Not a one of them is like, hey, how's your head, Krill? You doing all right, buddy? But he's just gonna say, y'all just gonna scuttle by without saying howdy. Got this great new nickname, Cowfish Boy. We did get a whole bunch of the stuff there from Sands Between. Seemed pretty pressed for time standing there. Look, they know that they don't need to be in a bigger hurry than me, given that I always do all the work. Like, I do the fighting, I do the blocking, I do the dodging, I do the voice acting for their characters some of the time. Like, what are they even doing here? Showing up? Reminding me what bad voice to do? But that was awesome, you know, we did it. We beat their muses, obviously, yeah. Young Hook was mortal now. Hopefully. But that was a great time. We made quick progress, right? We just churned through those bosses like nothing. A few minutes on each of them. Even Pagurus the Devourer, you know, fell beneath our mighty fork. You know, not only for spearing cocktail shrimp, but for all sorts of things can the mighty small fork be used. And, you know, he was a big crab, but he went down well enough once we got it figured out. It was a good fight. A lot of fun. You know, dodge, 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 dip. Sometimes you duck. If you can dodge a crab, you can dodge a ball. That's what I always say. But that'll do for right now. I'm likely going to take a nap or something, and then, well, I'll be back around later on tonight. Who knows when? Who knows what we'll be playing? Not me, not you. You probably can't figure out what I'm going to do ahead of time. Unless you think take over China at some point eventually, which obviously I'm going to do. But that can all wait. Next time we will follow the map even further and maybe get a chance to work on our Roland voice a little bit. I think we did great, you know. Little bit of Loveless, little bit of Leviticus Cornwall, you know. Little bit of generic Western man. You know, Roland seems like a bad guy, but he's got a good mustache, so he can't be all bad. He can't be all bad. Even a villain may have a glorious mustache. But thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed, and maybe I'll see you guys in the later streamer video. Later, Ellie. Later, Chase. See you guys.